So you may or may not know the Lume Pad, which I reviewed a while ago, the price has come down significantly. It's now less than a third of what it was originally selling for, and there have been updates to make it better. First and foremost, I have to get this out of the way. The camera app has not been significantly updated. It still has the focus locking problem, and it still does not preview what it will look like in 3D while you're composing your shot. Only after you've taken it can you see what it looks like in 3D. There is also a promotion. I'm not sure how long it will last, but it was where new users get free all the games and apps on their app store, which otherwise are paid only. So you can use that opportunity to find all types of very cool 3D games. There's an app called Mosaic 3D. It's educational, but really it's fun for anybody. It's just got so many 3D scenes that you can explore, go in and out of all around. But probably the biggest deal is Leia Flicks. But before I get to that, there's a few different apps that you might get confused at first. First of all, there's Leia Stream. Leia Stream is kind of like their own YouTube. It's where users, through their Leia accounts, can upload videos. It's not as prolific or straightforward as YouTube. You have to get approval to upload a video. It's not nearly as many. Leia Tube is an app that really operates through other apps. For instance, you can play side-by-side videos on YouTube, and it allows you to play that in 3D. Basically, when you're on the web page with the video you want, you click the share button, and then when it asks you what app you want to use to open that link, you click Leia Tube. And now the newest one, Leia Flicks. Finally, a source for renting 3D Hollywood movies. As we know, Vudu rents 3D movies, but their device compatibility makes it almost impossible to use. Plus, a lot of the prices are prohibitive, and it makes sense to buy a Blu-ray for even cheaper. And then there was the Rocket 3D phone, which has their own 3D service, Rockflix. And this has some cool original content, but not the major Hollywood content that Leia has made available. Now, Leia already tried this with their initial model, the red hydrogen one. That had a movie rental service on it, which is now defunct, and made the same mistake Vudu did. Charge ridiculous prices for the movies. $30 to buy a movie that you can only watch on your phone in low resolution. Nobody wants to do that. It's doomed to fail. So again, while this is not the optimal way to watch a 3D movie, obviously, but they priced it right to make it a viable option. Namely, all the rentals are $199. If you're budget conscious, that's hard to argue with. $199. Especially for movies that you might not care about as much or just want to try first. So they made a wise choice right there. And they have a good amount of movies to choose from of all genres. And they give you 2 free movies. You get Gravity and Pacific Rim. Now, Gravity I already own on Blu-ray. I love that movie. It's a very fun movie. I'll talk about that in another episode, I guess. And Pacific Rim, I watched that for the first and only time, I guess, on the tablet. I honestly don't have a lot to say about it. I know a lot of people, I'm sure, enjoyed it. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It never caught my interest before, and I just did it now because it was free. And I usually don't mind long movies, but I just found the runtime to be excessive. That being said, it did have some cool concepts here and there that, like how the robots were powered and controlled. Some psychological implications there. A lot of beautiful visuals. Even on the small, relatively low resolution screen, it still looked nice. Lots of pop. Lots of the usual floating holograms, which always works well in 3D. Lots of atmospheric elements and layers. Lots of shots that were just obviously designed to be in 3D. Yeah, if you're going to see this movie, it might as well be in 3D. That was done very well. And even some interesting parts like archival footage converted to be in 3D and fit in with the movie. Barack Obama in 3D. So yeah, currently priced at under 300. If you're in the market for a good solid tablet that's dependable and has lots of processor power and storage, 128 gigabytes namely, then you might as well get a Lume Pad. I mean, if you're into 3D, then there's like no reason for it not to be a Lume Pad. And hopefully they'll get back into the phone market at some point before somebody beats them to it. I hope. We'll see what happens. All right, see you next time. But wait, there's more. Don't touch that dial. Don't. Or that mouse. Or that trackpad. Or, more realistically, that touchscreen. Anyway, a few things I have to add that happened after I filmed that. First of all, the Lume Pad is at yet another lower price. March 22nd was National 3D Day. Coincidentally, the third National 3D Day. And for the occasion, the Lume Pad was discounted to $249, way off from its initial price. And the sale is dated from the 22nd to the 27th. Also, the free 3D apps on the Leia store. I wanted to mention that in the details it says that those free apps are good until June 30th, 2022. And also, there were updates. One of the features that came with the updates was automatic 3D video conversion. This is available both for live streaming videos that you can share from sites such as YouTube, as well as local videos stored on your device. There's a very brief period of artificial intelligence processing, and then it starts the video playback. And it's pretty good. Now, obviously, it's not going to hold a candle to Hollywood conversion standards, which are basically indistinguishable from true 3D, sometimes even better, often better. There are going to be very clear errors here and there, but the fact remains that artificial intelligence for 3D conversion has progressed leaps and bounds, and it'll almost assuredly even get better. And it does add a very nice touch to 2D video. And when it works well, it works well. So definitely worth a try. Also, a couple updates for the camera app. One of them is a live 3D preview, which is very welcome, so that you can see not just photo but also video in 3D while you're shooting and know how it looks. And it's a pretty surreal experience to see it live on that huge screen. It's very nice. The other alleged update in the camera app was to fix the focus lock issue, and maybe it does work in absolutely still scenes to not adjust at all, but I mean, it already kind of worked in that area. The problem was that when it adjusted focus, it was very obvious and jarring, and it still is. I don't honestly see an improvement, although there supposedly is one. It still winces in and out with any little change in the scene. So maybe that's just there to stay. All right, see you next time.